Hello, everyone. Welcome. It feels like it's been ages since I did a stream. It was last week, but yeah, I need to do more of them because they are enjoyable. But we haven't really had that much to talk about so much recently. So yeah. Anyway, welcome everybody. Who do we have here in the chat? Do smash that like button before we get started and say hello. We've got Christopher, Mido, Claude, Melly, Loco, Illyria, Mr. Fry, Mr. Dub, Alessio, Swooping Hawk, Christian, Mark, the Olivers, and Killzil Grinder, and Federico. And that's about everyone before the delay comes in and no one else is saying hello. I just seen the comment from the Olivers. So yeah, he can prove his love for his community by starting a highly focused 2-hour live stream at 7 p.m. GMT on Friday. The only thing I'll be focused on at 7 p.m. tomorrow afternoon is making those Thanksgiving hangovers for all you American guys 10 times worse as England thrash you in the World Cup. We are, yeah, that's the only thing I'll be focusing on at that time tomorrow. So, yes, that'd be good fun. Anyway, happy Thanksgiving. Whatever it is, I don't understand this holiday. I'm a British guy. I have no idea why you people decide to eat turkey today when that's like a Christmas thing. I have no idea why you have to have a special day that gives thanks. Like, what are you giving thanks for? What is the purpose of it? I don't understand it. I think it's weird. I think you're all very weird. But I hope you're having a great day anyway. So, yeah. Oh, look at that. I've got the website open. I've had the charts here. Anyway, if you haven't already, if you're new to the stream, go and visit tauruscrypto.com because it's there in the background. I didn't even notice that. I've been playing with the charts for the last couple of minutes and I didn't even notice that this was on. There we go. This is what we're supposed to be looking at. So, um, yeah, you guys can probably make fun of like all the stupid holidays we have here in the UK anyway. Yeah. So what are we looking at? I mean, should we go over some price action? We'll go over some of the stuff that we've seen recently. We'll try and keep it relatively serious. I don't know if we're going to have much going. Well, actually, we probably are actually going to have a pretty decent session here because like there's nowhere else for it to go, really. Swooping Hawk. In Canada, Thanksgiving is to do with being thankful for the harvest of vegetables. Wow. Wow. I don't know if there is a harvest festival in the UK. I guess it used to be very relevant. Anyway, I'll stop talking about that. I always just start these streams in the natives stole the land from some other set. I don't even know what you're saying. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so I think as we go into this session anyway, I'm in a short position. I am in a short position. I'm looking lower. I'm still looking lower. I'm looking down here now. This just keeps getting extended and extended. This is the zone that I'm looking for. And I've been taking shorts basically off of every single SFP that we've had up at these highs. So each time we've come and taken the highs, this started yesterday, so I was able to get the short from here. Traded that down into the 382. And this is what we were looking at during the New York trading room that we did. So we were actually looking at this. We were trying to identify where the major support is because we could feel a pullback coming, but it wasn't like, yeah, we're not like guaranteed to dump. It's not like we're looking for a massive retrace. It was the kind of thing yesterday. The thought behind this was that, okay, what you really do not want to be doing at this stage within this is getting caught within a previous range. And what we've been doing is doing these like ascending triangles that came up. And once again, you had another one of them here. And we've just been doing that. And then as soon as we had this like fake out up to the highs that came in towards that daily level with the S&P off of the highs there, we were looking at basically, yeah, all of these stops being taken. So you just climb that wall all the way up and then all these stops getting taken, and then this realistically was the best support that we could really find within the chart. So 16,300 is where we set our alerts, and like to the dollar that's what it hit. So I actually was able to get along at 16,300. And I closed that. I closed that fairly quickly because I was looking at that mainly for just being a bounce. So I closed that as we came into the daily POC, which I don't know if this has moved, but yeah, it was around about that same point. So I managed to get like a decent, what was it, like a 1.5% move off of this, I think. By the time I closed, yeah, I was looking at about 1.5% when I closed this. Wasn't expecting it at all to come and take the highs again, and then was looking for a little bit more support to form down here. Let's see if we can go and take this out and go into the daily. But again, as we came up and took that high, was able to get into a short position. Once again, this was a limit, so I had a short there at 16,688 that was taken, and then closed out that fairly quickly, because by the time you get to the end of these like really prolonged trending moves that are just clearly exhausted, you're losing momentum here to the upside, and we are probably going to come back through all of this quite quickly. But yeah, you don't really want to be getting caught up too much in this, because you do see these like big, like fast, high volume moves that are just quite difficult to, if you are overexposed in any way, either long or short, then they're quite difficult to actually like get out of if things start to turn against you. So yeah, what I'm looking at the moment, like from the uptrend, I'm assuming that it's over. I'm assuming that the move up is kind of done, unless we are to see a pop up here that holds above this daily open and we start to consolidate within here. Then I would start to look like significantly higher here. But I'm kind of assuming at this stage that the uptrend is done, and we're looking at a deeper correction. So I'm short from the daily after that got lost today, and I'm just holding that for now. So where I would look to compound this, what I was hoping for earlier was, if I just remove this is the support we're lying at the moment. So I'll just remove that and we'll go over this. Pull your fibs. What I would really have liked to have seen earlier, and this was as we came down here, I wanted to get a move back up and then to trade that down, but it doesn't really seem as though we're likely to get that. We're just clinging on to this trend line, I guess, and the POC of this range. So holding on to it for now, but I am fully expecting this to break down today. So if you are in long positions, be careful. So yeah, be careful. This could, like, I mean, this could start happening immediately. We've already had that spike up, so this little inducement candle here that was the, so if we're looking locally, and it's, look, what time do we love to see these pivots? Around about at 3:30, and this is when we got it. So you have this little downtrend, you're forming that, and then you just have a move up that just tries to get people longing again. You're just trying to get people long, and now we can start to break down. So this is actually now what we're seeing. So we are starting to break down from this, and I think that is kind of nice. So in terms of the support below us, by the way, everyone, like, I've given you enough warning. I did tell you this was about to happen, so let's see how this goes on. But hey, look, we might actually get some decent price action for a change. Says me, I'm just smashing the sell button here to make sure we get some price action today, because I know that there's no Americans trading this, and I know that the market's very thin. So I'm here. I've got my algo working in the background, just smashing the market sell. No, yeah, cool. Okay, cool. We're starting to break down. So let's have a look at where we could find some support. Is the stream okay? It's just loading there in the background. I think it's okay. I think it's because it's on 4K. Sometimes it struggles a little bit. All right. And we'll use this. We're hitting into some, so you got some decent liquidations down here. You'd expect a little bit of a bounce, just as we have been getting anyway. This is taking out, well, so far, the London lows, but hey, look, we are still pushing. Certainly doesn't look like we're going to get a major bounce here. Nice drop off in open interest. Lots of longs stopped out. But here we go. I'm going to go back onto this, and we're just going to, because for me, honestly, I'm short. I'm looking down here, which is going to be quite a nasty move if this does take place today, because that's like the whole week of price action just being reversed. Like, this could literally all be reversed within one session, so we could see some good dumpiness coming on. But if we don't, then we're looking at some other levels of support on the way down. So very simply for me, where I'm looking for this to end up, if we do continue to fall here, you've got high volume node down here towards the value area low. That would repair the rest of these single prints, and then you're coming into this range. But at that point, I would feel as if, okay, let's say we get a move down here and we come into this high volume node. At that stage, I'd only be looking for a bounce back up into here, and then again another short opportunity to take that down lower, unless you start to get back above. So we're just taking this like range by range. You have a clear, just exhaustive move up at the highs here. You're immediately trapped below that daily level, which is significant. You're immediately once again trapped below the POC of this whole move up. And also, if we do start to zoom out, then drag this back over here and look at where we are here, then look at this. Okay, so as soon as you're back down within that POC, there was these attempts higher, but just a lot of volume. You couldn't get up to that value area high, and now the fact that we are like just not being able to get back above it and hold above, I think this does lead to a very likely scenario that we are going to see lower prices. So I don't really know what else to say, because that's like the plan, and I'm kind of chilled, just holding a short right now. Oh, the other thing, Ethereum. So Ethereum, this is what I was saying yesterday. Ethereum came up into the resistance. This is what we were looking for. And now everything can pull back. Like, everything's hit target. Everything's hit target, and that's what we wanted. So once again, we were looking at this in the trading room yesterday. Where did Ethereum end up? It was lagging a little bit behind Bitcoin into the POC. Time to pull back. So yesterday, as Bitcoin was just holding down at those lows, we were looking for that just continued push higher on ETH. And I think my the market update video that I did yesterday was saying that I think Ethereum was here and we were still looking for that move up. So on here, it's just very simple. Once again, you've got a daily order block, and within this wick here, so we came up and hit the daily level, in fact, off of this. So there's your daily. Hey, attach yourself to the candle, thank you. Don't do that. There we go, that's what I want. There's your daily level. Price comes up into there, into that OB, into the midpoint of the channel, into the POC, and now I think for Ethereum it's time to chill out again as well. So realistically, yeah, it's very, very straightforward here. To be honest, you got the midpoint, which if we pull our fixed range again, comes in around that high volume node, around the value area low. So that gives you a nice little zone to be looking at down here. And then that should give us a bounce. And then you'd be looking at the flip side. So what was support yesterday, potentially going to turn into resistance. And then you look to trade that down a little bit further. So you've got good confluence here. You got, I'm going to write this on here, and I'm going to post this into my channel thing because I need to do that. Trend, Raleigh low, high volume node, 0.5 or EQ. And then down here, you got your daily level. Another high volume node, 786. Oh, I've lost the chat. Where's chat gone? There it is. Mr. Fry, take the high to the 15.4k low. 786 retracement is 15.7k. 16. Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's this one. Yeah. Yeah. Previous week low. Where's previous week low? I don't. Oh yes. Well done. Previous week low. Trying to keep my chart fairly clean, but yeah, nice. That is also previous week low. So there's a bunch of stuff down there. $16,270 single prints weekly open golden pocket. Yeah, there is other stuff. I think these for me are the main ones though. I'm just gonna move this over. I know I've got this hidden in there somewhere, but hey. Our weekly opens over here. Because that was on the chart yesterday. Just. Yeah. I mean, we could just come down and SFP this low. Come into the weekly open because we never really tapped into that yesterday. And I guess we've got to be aware of upside potential. Maybe, do we? What has happened to my chart? I had this all nicely organized and it's not. Everything's disappeared again. Oh my god, what has happened to it? Hold on. The daily range. It's because I changed it for a channel. That's what's happened. But I do just want to keep those ones on there. I know that's now a lot of dailies, which isn't ideal, but yeah, that's a bit better. Blue Egg Fund, it's starting the bull massacre phase yet again, possibly. So let's go down onto the more local time frames, and we can start to just watch what's happening as we are. Yeah, I was gonna say I want to look at upside potential, but I just don't see that happening. So I just don't see there being any more of a move up. It would be value area high, wouldn't it? It'd be coming up and just taking these highs, but you're not gonna get it. So that's a long way to go on a move that's so exhausted right now. To expect to move up to like 17k. To get through all of that volume again now that we're below the POC, to try and get through that again now, nah. Weekly VWAP's down there. Daily VWAP's above price, so yeah. I'm saying this as if it's like guaranteed, but sometimes it just becomes very, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But hey, I'm confident we're going lower. What else do we want to have a look at? So actually now I guess we can look at corrective moves and start to find support on the way down. So we've identified the support here on Bitcoin. That's clear enough. Be aware also of, yeah, weekly VWAP lining up down there. If we take a look at it's okay. Also, shout out to Joe Pippin, a good friend of ours. He's made these really cool indicators. We will We will share these at some point. I'm not seeing anything else here. So I think we're cool. I think we're covered on Bitcoin. We are done. I'm going to set an alert in case on the off chance we do get back above daily open. We've had, so New York session is now opened, although New York is not open today. So this may bring in some additional volume into the charts because you will still have people trading. There will still be people trading Forex. The desks are going to be open. I don't think it's like it's Thanksgiving. It's not like it's the biggest thing in the world. So we should see a bit more volume coming in to the market, but it's still going to be somewhat like weekend price action today. I'm going to move this over here like this, and we can just watch this, and then we start to look across the rest of the market. So let's go on to Ethereum now. Where can we find some support on Ethereum? Because I was long on ETH. Actually, I need to post this. No, I'm going to post this once I've done the work on it. There's your POC. Your value area low is pretty clear. And I mean, ultimately you're looking back down here at 1,100, right? Because we can remove this. We've already come into that daily AB. That's the low of our daily range, so this is a little deviation. Once again, if you are looking at this on the daily, then we come into the midpoint, you would expect a rotation back down towards these lows again, and then maybe attempt to up towards the highs. Got a daily level here. Just going to take off this channel because we don't really need it. Let's just put our daily open on there. Daily levels everywhere. Ugh. That one's done. We know about that. $786 is down there. 382 we've covered off already. So underneath it's relatively straightforward also. So what you have here is a little bit of on the lows that we haven't quite, I mean, you've got imbalances around here. That's also your POC and it's the 382. And then as you come down towards this, you've got your daily level, and then just below that, you've got single prints within here. So in terms of support for Ethereum, you got this little bit below. So it's another level to level thing. You just trade it level to level. Little order block across there, and you could probably just continue to trade this down. I don't really see a situation where we're going to have a shallow retrace and then continue to push higher. I think it's just downtrend and just trade level to level within that. So we'd be looking at something like, okay, ETH's actually still looking better than Bitcoin is, but if you fall down here, you can look to trade that range. You come down, you can look to trade that. You come down, you can look to trade that. Then it starts to form some support, and then you go for these highs again. Afterwards, we actually then get a rotation back up towards the highs of the range. So it seems really, really clear for me right now. Like everything that's going on seems really clear, and I know it's probably not going to be that easy. But like I don't really see, like, is anyone else honestly seeing anything different to me? It would be really interesting. It would be really interesting to see if anyone has like a vastly different idea, because it just seems very like we came up into the daily order block, we hit the daily level, we've rejected off of that, we've kind of not really broken market structure on this. ETH is still holding okay. But like, look at the BTC pair, it's had a decent bounce. It can't it can't be this easy. We'll see what happens, but like, I mean, I'm just going to post this chart again, and it just, everything's very, very clear because we've had a very nice uptrend. Christopher, why do you think it's exhausted? S&P could have another leg up when it's open next. Yes, yeah, maybe. We'll take a look at S&P in a minute. I do, once again, the SPX, the S&P did hit targets and has pulled back. The same with the DXY. So everything is lining up together for us to get a bit of a retrace here. I'm not going like crazy into short positions. I'm just trading it as I normally would, but like the clarity within the market here seems quite good. Like, yeah, I'm just trade it as I normally would. I'm just trying to think it like what we could do to so the only thing we could do to change my mind here is to reclaim the daily open on Bitcoin. That's literally the only thing that we could do. If we do reclaim the daily open on Bitcoin, then I would be looking for higher prices, and then it's a case of coming up to that value area high. But until that happens, just no reason to think that. We go onto the S&P, and here we've returned to the top of the range. So again, like the only thing that I would be looking for potentially on the S&P would be to move up either into this 1.618 or into the weekly level. So there still could be some further upside to come here. Obviously, futures is still open on the S&P, so that could just, we could climb a little bit higher. But overall, you haven't taken out the highs off of this yet. Let's just clean this up slightly as well. Paul Scholes, welcome. You're a great footballer. Although I know it's not you. No, the S&P isn't open, but the futures are. So we can still trade. You can still trade the futures market. Still there. It's still trading. Yeah. Futures market's still trading, so you can absolutely still trade that. Same as the Nasdaq. So you can still trade the futures. It's just the S&P like proper is closed today. But yeah, by all means, the futures market's going to remain open. As will the DXY, which is coming back down to the weekly level once again here.